so?
Yeah, both.
Both of them?
Yeah.
So we're, like, all set?
Yeah, we're all set.
So we can do this business?
Yeah, we can do this business.
All right.
Whenever you're ready. I mean, it's your channel, so I think you should lead it off.
All right, so this is another League of Wings video, but
League of the Wings.
League of the fucking Wings.
Mm-hmm.
But I got Titus with me this time, so it's gonna be a little bit more interesting.
Little talk show vibe for you.
So yeah, so I just want to state that the trade that I was talking about in the last video, I did not do, and I will not continue that trade out. It was the Zach Ertz plus Calvin Ridley for what I was saying earlier. I wanted to trade Zach Ertz plus Calvin Ridley for Julio Jones, in which the half lesbian thespians, aka Alicia, had. Mm-hmm. But I've established that I already have a number 1 receiver, and a top 5 tight end is more worth it than a top 3 receiver, in my opinion, because normally tight ends don't usually get that many points in general, so you need someone who can get a shit ton of points. So I just didn't carry it out. And plus Calvin Ridley is like a really good receiver anyway. So
tight ends win championships.
That's what I'm saying.
In fantasy football, because if you don't have a good tight end, that's a massive, one spot may not look like it's going to change much, but it definitely can when it's, down to the nitty gritty and last week, if you manage to get in the finals, every spot counts. And tight ends are such a peculiar case because they only fill up one spot, but there are only so many tight ends that can really rack up a lot of points. So having a good one is definitely helpful, especially if you're not too confident in the rest of your roster. But yeah, I guess we're gonna go over week 1 matchups in our fantasy league and in the real NFL world. Just merging those two, because we've been paying attention for a while now. It feels surreal that this is actually happening again after everything, quarantine and COVID. We've got other sports started up. NBA, MLS had a tournament, and now they're on to their actual regular season. WNBA came back. NHL are in the very end of their playoffs, really. Tennis has been back for a bit.
Yeah, but I feel like COVID in general just made the break in between the Super Bowl and then the start of the NFL season that much longer. It feels like a year ago that football was actually playing, but then it's we're only a couple days away from the actual start on Thursday, and it's just surreal. What he was saying, all these sports coming back is just weird too without the fans. And I mean, basketball is being zoomed with the playoffs. People are on Zoom and then watching it, and just the fan flooded in fan noise to make it more realistic. It's just so weird. So weird. I don't know how long football is going to last though, because they're not in the bubble or anything.
No bubble. MLB already suffered a lot from that.
So yeah, I'm just taking what MLB has without a bubble, but then the NHL and NBA have been really good within the or in the bubble without getting any COVID cases. They got 0 COVID cases so far.
Amazing. And NBA started letting in families of players and will soon let in coaches as well, so that's a big deal. With the exception of last year's NBA offseason, I'd say that the NFL offseasons are usually the most hectic and interesting. Because NBA last year, we had a bunch of star players just randomly going to LA, and then you had Brooklyn Nets taking some good players as well. But usually, in general, NFL is the highlight of the offseason, the summer.
Yeah.
And so, if you're not a baseball fan, that is. After the draft, it just felt so, just not much was going on. I wouldn't say that aside from Tom Brady's whole thing, free agency wasn't that crazy.
No, I mean, you got Hopkins.
Hopkins was crazy too.
Going to the Cardinals.
I still can't comprehend that.
Yeah.
But I mean, good for Hopkins. I think that's a good fit for him. But
yeah.
I can't believe Texans did that.
Yeah, that was such a bad trade for the Texans. They're just getting shitted on, I feel, with the trades and everything. Because David Johnson, he hasn't performed as he should for the past couple of years, so you don't really know what you're going to get out of him. And then
And there's also Philip Rivers. That was a big one as well.
Yeah,
At least
that
I mean,
too.
in my eyes, it is because I'm a Colts fan.
Yeah.
But I feel like it just doesn't feel like as big of a deal like this offseason because the preseason hasn't happened. So really, we're going in the regular season not really knowing how all the teams' like chemistries are at all. Like we've gotten no real like look into how the teams will function or like how their strategies are going to be. You know, I feel like a lot of teams, especially interdivisionally, will be blindsided by how other teams perform. You know, because a lot of these teams are, you know, doing a lot of fresh start with a lot of new quarterbacks from the draft. So it's going to be very interesting, I think.
Yeah, you may see the teams that were crap last year having a fast start and going like 4-0 or undefeated in the first couple months, or having a really good record that you wouldn't expect. Having a good record, and then
yeah. I guess let's start looking into the fantasy matchups in the League of the Wings. I think the biggest matchup is between us two.
Yeah.
I feel like this is going to be the most interesting one because we're the two that pays attention to football the most, at least NFL the most. And right now, the win probability is a clean 50-50, according to ESPN.
Holy crap.
Yeah. If we're getting to like very specific, the projected numbers, I have about a 5-point lead in that regard for projected performances by my starters. But yeah, they say 50-50 because it's just, you know, 5 points. Like who really knows how people are going to perform?
Yeah. I feel like I don't really understand how they can like project it because it like it's so up in the air. Someone could have like an off night or like go off, like score 50 points when it's only projected for them to have like
that's
10.
Fantasy football. Like you never really know.
Yeah.
So as far as starters on my side goes, I guess I can explain. Pretty obvious starters compared to who's on the bench, except for my defense. I actually put Colts in before the Steelers because we're playing Jacksonville, and before Leonard Fournette, I think his name is Leonard Fournette, got onto the Buccaneers, I was like, maybe I'll put Steelers in because they're only playing the Giants. But now that they're without Fournette, I see no reason why Jacksonville is going to be putting up many points. I mean, even with Gardner Minshew taking over last year, they still were terrible in like you know, getting points or even getting into the red zone. Even it was bad for them. And like I haven't seen anything from this offseason that would make me believe that Jacksonville is stepping up. If anything, they're going down. So that's why I'm putting Colts defense ahead because they actually have improved this offseason. Okay, so without bias, I would actually say I think I'm gonna win. But like obviously I am biased. Like it's hard to remove that factor. But like I don't know. When we're looking at the projections for the entire season, I'm in the lead, followed by what is their name? Esposito Fries, aka Sophia's team. I don't exactly know how it follows after that. And then after that is the Have Something Thespians, then Compton, then Disgruntled, you're fifth, according to Fantasy Trends.
That's not.
And then the Diabetic Nation.
That's not good at all.
Yeah, but like it's whatever.
Why is my team doing so bad?
I don't know. I feel like when we're looking at quarterbacks, I could see our quarterbacks performing evenly.
All right, yeah. So
because you're playing Atlanta, I'm playing Houston. I feel like those are, you know, even.
Yeah, and then
Russell Wilson and Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, and then you got Josh Jacobs and then McCaffrey. Like McCaffrey, like
our RB1s. I think my running backs are far better than yours.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like James Conner and Chris Carson is more of kind of up in the air. Maybe. But James Conner's gonna go fucking off against the Giants.
But then our flexes, I have Gurley. You have Sanders, but he's questionable. It looks like.
Yeah, I don't. How do you even view like what the fuck does Miles Sanders have? Sanders has missed a substantial amount of training camp due to a lower body injury, but reports have consistently optimistic about his chances of suiting up week 1.
Yeah, I mean, when it says questionable, like, it's for the even the most minor of things. Like even when like teams are like, yeah, they're still going to play. ESPN will still say questionable just in case.
Yeah.
But like if it says out, then definitely out.
Yeah, but like you can never trust questionable unless if you actually read it. Mm-hmm. And then I have Lamar.
I think our wide receivers, you definitely have the upper hand.
Yeah, wait, what are the receivers?
I have T.Y., which is more of just like my pride putting T.Y. ahead. And then Tyler Lockett, he's pretty good.
Yeah.
But you have a Cooper and Thomas, which is just what a duo.
But like see, I picked DK Metcalf and Calvin Ridley, not Ridley, but because DK is on Russell Wilson's team and Calvin is on Matt Ryan's team, and those are my both quarterbacks, and I always like having a duo like that. So like I don't know if I want to swap out any of those for like decaf or Ridley. Well, I guess it would just be decaf because I'm not going to start Matt Ryan and like the Seahawks because ain't no fucking way.
Right. Yeah, I could put Keenan Allen in, but where I'm standing right now, like they have a new quarterback who's going to start for him. I don't know how they're going to perform. Keenan Allen has always been like questionable for me. I like the guy, but I'm not too confident, especially with the new quarterback, that I should start him week 1. So we'll see how he performs against Cincinnati. And Devontae Parker and Tyler Boyd, I think, are just good to have in my pocket. But like, I see no reason to start them over Hilton or.
And then you got the tight ends. Kittle is a better tight end. But like Ertz is close, so I feel like that's a good matchup. I feel like it's not like Kittle's blowing away Ertz by all means.
Yeah, we definitely have 2 of the best tight ends in the league.
Easily top 5 tight ends, if not top 3.
And you got a pretty good defense on you. And Miami's not going to do, like, amazing, so.
Yeah, and you're versing the Jaguars.
Yeah, like, we're good.
Yeah.
Good on that front. I got Gould. You have Lutz.
I feel like it's up in the air for kickers because I feel like they don't usually miss.
Yeah.
Or they miss, I don't know.
I feel like kickers is just something that no one should really ever be concerned about having a good kicker. As long as you're on a team that scores, then you're like, or like gets in the red zone, then like kickers matter,
Yeah, I feel like Justin Tucker is the only exception where it's just like he can bomb it from 55 and that gets you more points.
I feel like there's only like a few teams where their starter kickers are not worth drafting simply because those offenses don't actually perform well in order to put the kickers in a position to get points for you. So like it's whatever. It's just kind of one of those mix-up things. It's like also like depends on what defense you face. So.
Can you put a quarterback as your flex, or is
no? It's only wide receiver, running back, and tight ends.
Okay.
You can only have one quarterback starting.
As of now, I don't think I'm going to swap anyone because I like where I'm at now.
Yeah, me too. I've basically finalized unless like a crazy injury happens. I just read that Von Miller might have a season-ending injury.
Damn.
And poor Trey, aka Diabetic Nation, is a big Broncos defense guy.
Yeah.
Well, he's just a big Broncos guy. Does he have the Broncos defense? I feel like he might.
Yeah, he definitely does.
Oh, yeah, he has him starting right now. Rip. Oh, yeah, I mean, that's on to the next matchup. Diabetic Nation versus Esposito Fries. Esposito Fries is, as of right now, looking like to be the number 2 in the projections. And these are both in my division as well. So an interdivisional matchup, whereas we were out of division. And right now, Sophia is the only one with a win probability in her favor because the other matchup's also 50-50. But this one is 51-49 for Sophia. So, like, I mean, the projections right now are like, how can you really tell? Like, the season hasn't started. There's not much to go off of.
Yeah.
But it's interesting that it's slightly in her favor, at least.
I find it really interesting that like Sophia is projected to do so well, even though her starters don't look like they'll get her a lot of points. Because as of now, it's like Lamar Jackson versus Josh Allen.
No, yeah, I think Sophia's one weakness on her team, or like weak spot, is definitely her quarterback, which is very odd. Like, I think her running backs and her wide receivers, even her defense and kicker, like, they all look very solid. and even like the depth for all of them as well, because she has Fournette.
Yeah.
But she has Josh Allen and Matthew Stafford, which is like, I don't know, that's not the best duo to have on a team, if I'm being honest.
Yeah. But like she makes it up for running backs, but like on paper, I feel like Trey is like looks like it's going to like destroy Sophia. But like cuz he has Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry, David Montgomery, I mean, that's not really that good, to be honest.
Hopkins is pretty good.
Hopkins, and he has Kelsey and Gronkowski. Like those are like top 5 tight ends on his.
He actually has really good wide receivers.
Yeah.
But I think his issue is on depth for running back. Because, yeah, he has Derrick Henry, but, like, I don't know. His other running backs I don't think are that great.
I don't know why he isn't starting Ingram.
Is Ingram not starting? Oh,
yeah.
Wow. I mean, it's just possible he hasn't looked at it yet. I mean, it's only Tuesday right now, so.
Yeah, I would say that his weakness is definitely running back, because I feel like there's better running backs that he could get even in free agency as of now.
Interesting. He has a tight end Netflix. I usually never have tight end Netflix, but
I feel like he can kind of get away with it depending on how Gronk's going to make it back.
Gronk is such a mix-up, like especially with no preseason. Like we have no idea how he's going to be looking. People say he's not going to perform at it as well, but his Madden score apparently is amazing. So. Next up, we have Compton Crip Drip, a.k.a. Brendan, versus Half Lesbian Lesbians, a.k.a. Alicia. The win probability here is 50-50. We have Drew Brees versus Dak Prescott at quarterback as far as starters go. Their backups are Tom Brady and Kyler Murray, respectively. So, wow, Brendan actually has Drew Brees and Tom Brady on his team.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize that.
Okay, I'm kind of in love with Brendan's team.
Brendan's team looks pretty good.
Yeah, Tyreek Hill, Mike Evans, those are like...
I like Alvin Kamara as well.
Yeah, those are like solid running backs. I feel like Aaron Jones is up in the air, because like there's times where he's gotten like 40 points in a game, but he like can get like 10.
Oh, and he has Tucker.
And Tucker too.
Ravens defense pretty good.
Mark Andrews is up there.
I think he has... I don't know how I feel about his like depth on the bench, because I feel like he might struggle when it comes to their bye weeks.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, aside from, like, if you think Tom Brady's still going to do well,
I
don't know. Wide receivers don't look too great.
Yeah, his receiver, he doesn't have a good supporting cast with receivers, but I do like Mostert for the Arizona.
Yeah, sure.
But Bell is up in the air.
I feel like Mostert's not going to get a lot of touches with Murray and Hopkins. That's going to be a dynamic that we have not seen before, but I think is going to be very prevalent. I think is going to carry Cardinals, honestly. Yeah. I don't think Cardinals are going to make playoffs, obviously, but they will make a good case for, setting themselves up for success in the future.
I love their team.
Hopkins got an extension, so he's going to be in Arizona for 5 years, unless he gets, traded again. But
wait, doubtful. Was it like a 2-year, $50 million extension or something?
Something like that. I really don't know. Okay, we haven't talked much about Licia's roster yet.
Yeah. So she has...
as far as points go, she's actually projected to win, which I don't know if I agree with.
Dak Prescott, for as much hate as he gets, he does well in fantasy, I feel like, because he gets a lot of touchdowns and his yards is crazy. From a fantasy aspect, he's really good. But, from a player aspect, he's not.
She has Nick Chubb starting. Who's the other Browns running back? Is it Kareem? Yeah, he just got an extension, and people are saying that Nick Chubb's not going to get as many touches as before.
Wait, so I was confused. Why? So he was suspended all of last year?
I believe so. I don't know. I really actually don't know.
Well, you freaking punted a girl. But
yeah.
I don't know the I forget the consequences after that. I don't remember
the exact punishment either.
Because I just remember Cleveland signing Hunt after being released, and there was a bunch of conversations. I just don't remember him playing last year at all.
If my prediction about Hopkins and Murray is correct, Licia is going to have a good duo of quarterbacks. I feel like Dak and Dallas are definitely going to run into some tough matchups for their offense, and when that happens, Murray and Hopkins will be a good, pick to, swap in.
Yeah.
Just, a couple of weeks that might end up happening. I can see.
I guess the only like real weakness, not really, is the receiver. Kind
I mean,
of.
how do you feel about defense too, though?
Buffalo defense, I like them.
Okay.
I mean, they have their off days, but in general, I feel like they have a really good defense because last year,
I don't think they're consistent enough.
Yeah. The Eagles kind of dropped like 30 plus points on them. So,
Damn. Call them
but
out.
yeah, so they're up in there.
Yeah, they're. I guess if I in these two matchups, I would definitely put Sophia and Esposito Fries ahead of Diabetic Nation, and then I honestly think Brendan is going to take that game versus Half-Lesbian Thespian.
I just have more confidence within his lineup than comparatively to Alicia's.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't know about us because that's up in the air. Well, you said that
I'm pretty confident in my picks, but
I just feel like McCaffrey and Mahomes is a fucking duo and a half.
The fact that I snagged that somehow.
Yeah, like I wanted McCaffrey so bad. I don't know why I didn't pick up Mahomes, but I feel like I screwed that up. But I mean I got
quarterback pretty early compared to like what people usually do in fantasy. So I secured it pretty early, and there's consequences for that, but I'm fine with how things are. Looking at the NFL schedule for this week, we have the kickoff, which is Texans versus the supreme reigning champs, Chiefs, on NBC at 8:20 p.m. on Thursday. I think Chiefs are gonna
get that one.
That one definitely destroy them. I think Chiefs are the favorite to win their division by far right now, especially if the Von Miller injury is going to be season ending. It's not certain yet.
Well, that's Chargers, Oakland, and Broncos in that division.
Chargers aren't going to be that great this year. I feel like they have the recipe to be great later down the line, but just not yet.
You just got like a bunch of mediocre teams in that division.
And then
the Chiefs. Yeah, so that's why everyone's going for them.
Yeah. Next, all the 1:00 games, you have Seahawks Falcons. I think Seahawks will win that. People aren't so confident about Seahawks anymore, but I still think over Falcons, yeah.
Yeah,
I love the Falcons, and I think they're going to do better than people think, but I still would put Seahawks.
They have Gurley, right? Yeah.
Yeah, Falcons have Gurley now, but people are still like not so sure about Gurley, so.
They have a high-powered offense.
The offense is wild. People underrate Matt Ryan, for sure.
Yes.
And then Jets versus Bills.
I got the Bills.
Definitely. That division's going to be super interesting. Like, it's so much different now.
Yeah. I mean, I still feel like the Patriots are going to dominate. Until Bill Belichick leaves, I'm not 100% sure on it. I'm
interested in seeing how Cam Newton will do.
Yeah. I just feel like regardless of the quarterback, Bill Belichick knows how to win. And
good defense as well.
Yeah.
Always a good defense.
Bills, Lions.
Lions.
Bears. I picked the Bears going to win this one.
You think the Bears? Yeah. I think... Didn't Lions just pick up Adrian Peterson?
I think so.
Yeah, that's right, because his number is 28, and that's my favorite number. Yeah. Tempts me into getting a jersey, but I won't. Man, I think Lions might just be a sleeper to, like, not like win their division or even like make it to the playoffs, but like I think people are underestimating them.
Mm-hmm.
I think Stafford's pretty solid. I don't think like he's worth starting on a fantasy football team, but I think he's pretty solid, and he's a good leader. It looks like so.
Yeah.
And then the other divisional matchup would be Packers and Vikings.
This is a tough one.
The good old rivalry. Yeah, people have been debating this for a while. People have been debating which one is going to win the division this year because people are like, oh, Rodgers is on the decline. Vikings have been on a steady incline within recent years.
I feel so bad for Rodgers too because like they picked up freaking Jordan Love instead of like a wide receiver to help Rodgers.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but I still feel like Rodgers, as long as he's healthy, is still gonna find a way to get this team to win, even if it's going to be close matches, even if their defense sucks. I don't know. Like I feel like Rodgers will always find a way. In the same way that like Packers, what were they like 12-4?
13-3, I think.
13-3.
I'm not 100% sure. Yeah.
Last season, people said that they didn't deserve that rank or like that standing.
Yeah.
But I still feel as though Rodgers is that seasoned and clutch that he can just like make it happen.
Yeah.
Even with like how shitty his offense is.
Yeah.
He's just gonna make it happen regardless. Like
Yeah.
I have that much faith in Rodgers for this division.
Okay, and then another like floating thing. The Eagles beat the Packers last year.
They were one of the 3 or 4.
Yeah.
That's nice.
All right, wait.
Colts beat the Chiefs.
Oh, really?
That's right.
Super Bowl champions.
We beat the Super Bowl champions when we were at our lowest.
Yeah. I say the Vikings are going to win this one. I don't
really?
think
I
we
think
said.
they're going to be able to.
Okay.
We'll see.
Dolphins, Patriots. I got the Patriots.
Definitely. I don't see Dolphins doing great. I mean, they're still like getting used to like their new offense. So
yeah.
Give Dolphins some time maybe, but as far as week 1 goes, Patriots are going to win that. Eagles, Washington, Eagles, definitely.
Yeah.
I can't see Washington football team doing much.
Yeah. So Eagles win for that one.
Yeah, definitely. Raiders, Panthers. Probably definitely Panthers.
Yeah.
But,
you know,
I mean, Panthers are still like not that good. Christian's just gonna carry.
Yeah.
Still.
Just
new quarterback, right? They have a new quarterback.
Yeah, because Cam's gone.
Well, Cam wasn't playing last year either.
Yeah, true. Just to be a little bit indifferent, because I feel like we've been saying the same teams, I'm going to pick the Raiders just for the sake of being different. Because that's like up in the air, and you don't really know. So I'm just going to say the Raiders.
Okay, fine. I still think Christian's going to carry.
Most definitely.
Maybe the Panthers' defense will falter and Raiders will take it. But Colts, Jaguars, definitely Colts.
Yeah, definitely Colts.
For some reason, we haven't won at Jaguars' home in, like, I think it was since 2014, which is wild. I don't know how that's even possible. I mean, Colts obviously haven't been looking great this decade, but I still believe that Colts have to win this. I don't care about the history. Like, they have to. With Rivers and with the O-line still there, better, improved defense, some solid offense, like running back and wide receiver improved. Like, Colts have to win. There's no way they're losing again at home.
No way.
At the Jaguars' home.
Okay, like a little off topic.
I'm going to be so mad if Colts lose.
A little off topic. I just found out that you can smack talk.
Yeah.
Like,
you can smack talk. And then there's a league chat as well.
Wait, why can't I smack? Smack talk. You bad.
Gosh. That hurts. No, I'm joking.
Alright, Browns, Ravens. Browns, obviously. No, Ravens, because, like, ain't no way. Browns is like too overhyped last year. I mean, they did win 7 times more than they did the previously 2 years ago, but like still, like 7-8-1. Yeah. Everyone was predicting them to go to the playoffs and like make it to the Super Bowl, but they like flopped. But I see them doing good this year, like in the middle. But I'll take Ravens over this one.
Then you got Chargers, Bengals. I feel like this is a pretty mix-up one. I would say Chargers over Bengals. But still, I don't know. Bengals might have it in them.
I want to say Bengals because of Joe Burrow if he plays week 1. Do you think he's playing week 1?
I'm pretty sure he's playing week 1.
I snagged Joe Burrow, so I don't know how he's going to play. So I'm going to wait to actually start him to see actually how he plays.
Tua is not starting for the Chargers,
though. What?
Tua is not starting for the Chargers.
Tua is playing for the Dolphins.
Wait, what? Oh, wait, who's on the Chargers?
It's Herbert.
Herbert's not starting for the Chargers. That's what I meant. So.
Yeah.
But Tua is also not starting for the Dolphins, I don't think.
Oh, really?
Well, maybe he is.
Well, I mean, I feel like Bengals, they just got rid of Andy Dalton. So, like, I feel like Burrow is just like...
Yeah, Tua's not starting for the Dolphins. But,
that makes sense.
Yeah, I think Joe Burrow is, like, the only quarterback from this draft to start for a team.
I would be interested to see how he's doing because I feel like if he just goes like all Patty Mahomes on us and like freaking lights up the universe and it's like the most sleeper pick in the world that I picked up. So
you did get Joe.
Yeah. I just want to see what happens. It's like a little test project, see how he does.
I'm watching Phil Rivers as well. He's on my like watch list. Cause like I mean I think our running backs have improved, but just in case wide receivers start popping off, I definitely want to have Philip Rivers.
So we got Bucks and Saints.
This is one that people have been debating. I think it's Saints, especially week 1, but I still believe Buccaneers will have it in them to maybe take their second matchup later down the road, and I think they'll make the playoffs, but as a wild card. You don't think they're even going to make the playoffs?
I don't. I think they're going to go 7-9.
I think that's crazy. I think they're definitely
hot
going to
take,
have
hot
at
take.
least a winning record.
Hot take. Wait, who do you think the Chargers Bengals going to win? Did you say that? Or?
Oh, I said Chargers.
Oh, okay. I forgot. Okay.
Also, I feel like that division, even besides Saints and Buccaneers, that's going to be interesting because you have Falcons as well.
And Panthers, I feel like that division's always been good.
Panthers, just because of the running back, is going to be interesting to look at. But, I mean, Falcons, like, they might have it in them to make it a wild card as well. We might see 3 of those teams in the playoffs. Playoffs expanded this year as well, right?
I think so. Wait,
Yeah.
wait.
Isn't it 3 wild card matchups now?
Is that starting this year, or are they waiting a year for that?
I'm pretty sure it's starting this year.
Okay.
Like, there's only 1 per conference that gets a bye in the playoffs, I think.
Ooh, that's going to be really interesting. I'm excited to see that.
Yeah, it's going to be way more competitive for that bye.
Yeah, because the Patriots last year had the opportunity to get a bye, and all they needed to do was just beat the Dolphins, and they lost.
Rip.
So
I think it's crazy you think Buccaneers are going to have a losing record with all they have.
Look, hot take. Patriots are going to be 12-4, and Buccaneers are going to be 7-9. Hot take.
12-4 Patriots. I think Patriots are going to be 9-7.
Really? Dang.
Wait, their division is ass though, so maybe not.
They got easily 6 out of their division again.
No, they're gonna 5-1 the division. They're gonna lose a matchup to Bills. Surely.
Alright, so we got Cardinals and 49ers. I'm going to do a really, really, really hot take on this one and say Cardinals.
Wow, that is a hot take. I think 49ers still.
Look, I just want to be a little ballsy as well predicting this because you never know. Because I feel like I want to pick at least one upset, and that's my upset of this week. Because, like, Cardinals, I feel like if they can actually get their offense rolling, they might have a chance. But their Niners D is crazy good, so I don't know.
Niners offense is also amazing.
Yeah. I mean, you got Jimmy G. He didn't really do that well in the Super Bowl. He's got, like, 100 yards in the Super Bowl?
I still really like Jimmy G.
Yeah. Underrated for sure.
I can't see Cardinals topping the 49ers. I think they'll maybe they'll make it close, but I can't see them actually topping them. I think Niners as an organization as well are just way too solid. And that division is definitely going to be interesting. I think that's probably the most stacked division, and it has been for a while, especially after they were the worst division for such a long time.
Yeah, they just like blew up, and it's been good the past 5 years at least. All right, and then you got the Cowboys Rams. I'm going to say Rams because fuck the Cowboys.
No, Cowboys are gonna win.
All the homies hate the Cowboys.
I mean, I hate the Cowboys, but I will say Cowboys are
gonna win. I say the Rams because like
Cowboys are looking so good.
I don't care if I go 0-16 on this. You're not going to see me picking the Cowboys.
Also, Rams lost some key members, so.
Yeah, you're just not going to see me picking for the Cowboys. I don't care if I lose every single freaking time. I'm not picking the Cowboys. That's how much I hate them.
Yeah, so that's the late night Sunday matchup. But then you get Monday Night Football on ESPN. Steelers-Giants is the first matchup.
I say Steelers. Giants.
Definitely. People think Giants might be a sleeper pick. Probably not make playoffs, but at least, maybe make it interesting.
They got their pieces in line to actually be good. I feel bad for the Giants and the Redskins because, like, both franchises. Washington. Oh, wait. Sorry. Washington. I was trying to explain that to Jaya. I was like, yeah, the Eagles are playing Washington, the football team. And she was like, are you trying to test me? Like, what are you trying to say? And then I explained it to her. It's like they changed their team.
How did you not hear about that? That was, like, big news. Not even in the sports world. That's just big news.
Yeah. But I just thought it was funny. But, like, I'm going to be saying Redskins for, like, at least another few weeks.
Yeah, I understand. Like, I've had to catch myself as well.
Because, like, they're in the Eagles division, so, like, I'm very familiar with them and always, like, had a small hatred for them. So it's just, like, I said, like, Washington Redskins a lot, but now they're a Washington football team. So I have to change my mind. That's going to take a little while, so I apologize for accidentally saying Redskins when it's not. All right, Titans and Broncos.
Yeah, I think... Is Trey not listening? I think Titans are still going to be the Broncos.
Yeah, I want to go with the Titans on this one, too.
I think Broncos could still potentially do it. I think it'll be very close. Closer than people will expect.
I don't know. Broncos, I don't really have a quarterback, do they? Who the fuck's their quarterback?
Trey would tell you. I really have not paid attention to the Broncos since Manning left. So. Drew Lock, of course. I keep hearing Trey say that name.
No one really cares.
But like Titans quarterback isn't that great either. I don't think Tannehill's good.
Yeah. I mean, he's like average, maybe a little below average, but honestly,
whoever the Titans defensive coordinator is, though, is definitely really good. So.
They almost beat the Chiefs in the playoffs. That's crazy.
They beat Patriots with Brady.
And
Lamar Jackson's Ravens.
And they almost beat the Chiefs. You know how?
So obviously their defense is really good.
Yeah.
And Broncos defense they're definitely not going to have Von Miller week 1.
Yeah.
If at all this season.
Like I was just like, Titans is like, I really wanted them to win. I know that you just like that's the last thing. Yeah.
I hate the Titans. Whenever I see that the Titans are doing good in any regard, it just fills me with so much hatred. That's the team I hate the most in the Colts division, for sure.
Who do you hate most out of everyone? All the teams.
Probably whoever Cam Newton's with, which is right now the Patriots, and I've always hated the Patriots. So it's just like it's so perfect that the player I hate most and the team I hate most are now, united.
Is it because he's a cocky son of a bitch?
He's from Auburn, and I'm an Alabama fan.
Okay. That makes sense.
No, I mean, he's also like whiny. Yeah. But like, whatever.
And his prime when they went 15-1, that was most annoying year in the world.
No, yeah, I couldn't stand.
What?
That.
2015.
I literally I tuned out of the NFL for that whole season. I was also in Egypt, so like, I mean, it was hard to pay attention. But
Egypt boy, I want to make a documentary on you, if you like it or not. Look, wait, you found your mask?
Oh, yeah, I did.
Where was it?
In my clothes, of course.
Yeah. He's from Egypt, guys. I'm making a documentary on him. I'm going to be uploading it on YouTube. It's going to be tomorrow, actually. I'm starting it.
How are you going to make it into Egypt to record the B-roll?
Oh. Is Egypt, is it hard to get into?
My family had to get tests within 48 hours of getting in there, and then they still got questioned.
I meant, non-COVID thing. Is it like a tourist?
Oh, no, but I mean, obviously, it's probably one of the most, as far as tourism goes, one of the most, successful in the world.
I guess, the pyramids and stuff, too.
That's their number one, economy boost is with tourism.
Yeah. Wait, would you be able to get in, easily? Or would you,
What do you mean? As long as you have a passport, they're going to let you in. They don't give a fuck.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, I just didn't know if you're bad and everything. Or...
Oh, no, I mean, during COVID, it's going to be hard, obviously. Yeah. But, outside of COVID, it's so easy to get in. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Tourist visas don't mean a thing.
I still need to get my passport. My social security number is...
Oh, my gosh. So, yeah, I mean, I'm excited about football. I'm sad that Colts and Eagles are playing at the same time, but, hey, that happens.
We can get a dual TV going.
No, I'll just have it on my phone. It's fine.
Okay. All right. So, is that it? Or do you want to go?
I believe so. I don't really know what else to say.
Because I think I wrapped up every...
You want to go over who we think the division winners are before the season starts?
Yeah.
Okay, so NFC North, the majority of people say it's going to be Green Bay, and I agree. I think it's going to be Green Bay.
I will also pick Green Bay.
But, I think Vikings still, stand a chance, but... Man, NFC is going to be crazy for the wild cards, now I'm thinking about it. AFC wild cards aren't going to be too hard, but
NFC has always been so hard with the wild cards and stuff.
Yeah, that's wild.
It's crazy.
NFC South, everyone says Saints right now.
Wait, is that Bucks, Panthers, Falcons? I'm going to... I said the Bucks are going 7-9, but I kind of want to pick them to win the division. But
what? How are you going to make sense?
That's not going to make sense.
It's going to be the Saints, even though I think Buccaneers are gonna snag a wild card. I still think Saints.
All right, I'm gonna say Saints because I don't want to go back. I'm not gonna go back on what I said previously.
NFC East.
All right, this is the most up in the air thing. I'm gonna say the Eagles.
It's like a split Eagles, Cowboys, and
maybe the Giants.
Some random guy is hey, maybe Giants, but
I'm just going to say the Eagles because I'm an Eagles fan and I do believe that they're going to win it wholeheartedly. So I'm going to say Eagles on this one.
You know what my prediction is?
You're going to say the fucking Cowboys, aren't you? You
wait,
douchebag. You freaking douchebag.
No, listen. It's going to be wild, okay?
Okay.
Cowboys are gonna win the division. Eagles are gonna get a wild card, and then they're gonna meet up in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And then Eagles will beat the Cowboys. Wouldn't that be epic?
All right, I like that situation better than.
Isn't that epic as well? Anyway. Seahawks for NFC West, I think maybe, but man, 49ers and Seahawks.
Wait, he's in their division again. Is that Rams
as well, and then
Cardinals. Oh, that's so up in the air.
That's so split. I think it's definitely between Seahawks and 49ers.
But why isn't anyone like picking the Rams or the other
team? Rams have not.
Or the Cardinals. Great. I'm saying the Cardinals are gonna win this one. That's my That's my hot take for the division. I'm not making another hot take.
I love Seattle so much, but I still think it's gonna be 49ers.
I want to say Cardinals.
I still think it's gonna be 49ers, but I love Seattle so much, so that hurts.
AFC North. Ravens, no doubt. Like frick off if you say anyone else.
I can't imagine Steelers actually like.
Steelers maybe a wild card I could see, but not winning the division. Bengals no. Browns no. Get out of here. All right, AFC South.
Definitely Colts.
Yeah, I'll say Colts.
If Texans still had Hopkins, maybe I'd be more afraid, but not anymore.
I mean, personally for me, I know like you're a Colts fan and everything, but I think it's up in the air between the Colts and the Titans.
Titans aren't. No.
But I'm gonna say Colts because you're a Colts fan. I'll just say the Colts.
The only reason Titans made the playoffs was because they got lucky against the Texans, and Colts were not doing well. Now that the Colts are doing well, I think it's going to be fun.
I say, okay, AFC East, I say the Patriots. I just don't see.
I actually think it's going to be the Bills.
I don't see Bills, Dolphins.
I hate Josh Allen, but realistically, that's their only weakness is Josh Allen.
All the homies hate Josh Allen.
Like, that's their only weak spot is Josh Allen. And if that's their only weak spot, then I mean, Patriots, I don't think Cam Newton's going to be good enough.
Yeah. All right. AFC West.
I think he's going to struggle under Belichick, actually.
Oh, well, look, Newton is a half decent quarterback.
No, yeah, but I still think
all Bill Belichick needs is a half decent quarterback because when Brady went down, freaking Garoppolo went like 3-0.
Sure, but nah.
And yeah. All right, AFC West, the Chiefs. If you say anyone else, I'm going to frick off.
There's no reason to even have a conversation about that.
All right, it's over. So, should we wrap up the video?
Yeah, that's it.
All right.
That's all you gotta say.
All right, yeah, that's it. Bye.
Peace out.
Love you. See you tomorrow. Ow.